Alright, so this is going to be a video about the Apple Pencil, and as we all know, the Apple Pencil has been announced a couple days ago, and I was going to talk about it then, but I just haven't had much time the last couple days. I'm sorry that I couldn't get a video up yesterday, but I'm going to try to get some up tonight, and including this one. So we all know the internet has laughed at the Apple Pencil. There's so many memes about it. There's even one that showed 2007 Steve Jobs saying, "Who wants a stylus?" He says, and we've seen that. I actually remembered that, and I kept that in mind when I heard the Apple Pencil for the iPad Pro. And below that, there was a 2015, and it showed the Apple Pencil at Apple's um, conference, whatever it's called, event for the iPhone 6s, the iPad Pro, the Apple Pencil, the Smart Keyboard. And it's $100, so I get it's really high quality, it has Force Touch and all, but I don't really think it's worth 100. Maybe if I was more big into Apple and I was an artist, maybe I would consider it, but Samsung has Galaxy tablets with pens. They work just fine. Microsoft has their Surface Pro 3, which comes with a pen, which I think is probably the best drawing tablet right now because it's been a year or so since Samsung updated their Note tablets. But this is the question I have. Has the internet killed the Apple Pencil before it launched? I'm really wondering that. If all these memes we're seeing about it, people laughing at it, saying how the Apple Pencil is going to make them smarter and do homework better with all the, because of pencil and all, have all these memes, and I'm going to try to show a few in the video, have they killed the Apple Pencil before it's announced? I'm wondering if this is going to become another Apple Maps, a product that Apple has that turns into a joke in itself. Like Apple Maps is, we all know it replaced Google Maps, and there's memes about it everywhere on the internet. People laughing at it, saying how they can't get places, saying how you tried to end up at work but you ended up at McDonald's or something like that. Apple Maps isn't one of Apple's biggest fails, but I'm wondering, will this product still sell well? The price, I doubt it will sell well, but if Apple markets it right, it probably will. Apple Maps was just a built-in app, so that's probably a reason why, but this is a whole new product for Apple, and I don't know, the Apple Pencil. I don't really like the name that much. I would prefer the iPencil. That sounds kind of worse, but I'm not really sure. I would have rather just had Apple come out with it and include it with the iPad Pro, kind of like the Galaxy Note 5. If I were to go out and buy like a Note 4 or a Note 5 or any of the Notes, like I had a Note 4. When I got that, came with the pen. I know this is a much better pen, and this is actually a pencil, not a little stylus that goes into the phone. I'm not sure if this goes into the iPad anyway. I know you have to plug it in at the bottom, which I'm not a fan of. Hopefully Apple makes like a charging dock for it. It seems like the pencil would break easily if it was plugged into the bottom of the iPad, but that's just what I think. And I'm wondering, have all these memes about it everywhere that we're seeing, have they killed the Apple Pencil before it's arrived, dead on arrival, basically, kind of like the Xbox One in China? I know, I just had to say that. I'm sorry. I like my Xbox One a lot, but I just kind of had to say that. And will this thing will it meet standards against other tablets? Will this be a reason to get this over a Surface Pro 3? Personally, a full operating system is better than a mobile operating system in my opinion, but we got to be real. Apple just built in using Windows Store versus App Store, Apple wins there. Yes, I get there's programs on Windows, but a lot of them aren't optimized for tablet mode, and if you're going to use it as a tablet, I'm pretty sure Apple's apps win right there. I tried using tablet mode on Windows 10. It worked nice with most of the built-in apps. I tried Google Chrome, and there was some things that didn't work as well. You can't swipe between tabs, kind of like on Android, and also pressing the back button at the bottom of the taskbar on Windows 10. That just took me back to the home screen instead of back one page like it does on Microsoft Edge. So I don't know. I think the Apple Pencil will probably be a fail. I hope it doesn't fail. I hope the best for all these companies. Basically, they're just trying to make products that we want. But if we're seeing all these memes about it everywhere, laughing at it, there's going to be uh, very few reasons, I mean, to get it. If everyone's laughing at the Apple Pencil, making pictures of it, saying a $99 pencil. I saw one once that said something like, it showed a pencil, and then right next to it, showed the Apple Pencil, and it said like the price difference, 99 cents, $99. I know that's going to be a huge deal for a lot of people, but it's called the iPad Pro for a reason. So I wish it worked on every iPad and all the iPhones, but you know what? I think it's fine enough so far. So I personally wouldn't get it, but for what it can do, it's nice. I just don't think it's worth it, and the memes about it they're probably going to make it not as popular. That's all I really have to say about it, and bye.